Yeah, I'm late like always. Oh man, this light is too fucking bright. What's up, you guys? How you guys doing? Thanks for hopping on. Not sure who's on, but let me know who's on. Um, we'll start talking about stuff. Yeah. Here, hold up. Let me back up. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. It's not the best night, but it's still a clear night out here. Back up a little bit more, actually. So yeah, man, my duplex. Hey, can you guys see me? I hope it's not that dark. I have all the lights on I can. Oh yeah, you guys can see me. We're good. I had to turn up my phone brightness. All right, I'll stay out here as long as the mosquitoes don't start biting me. So yeah, but yeah, you guys. This is day 300 here. Cool. What up, crazy investor? What's up, man? Yeah, I looked at the date calculator that I plug in July 1st of last year, and I realized it was 298 days 2 days ago. So I was like, whoa, Sunday's day 300. And then the next major landmark is a year. So I'll throw a party or do something. We'll go out and do something fun once I hit a year. But man, it's been a roller coaster, really, truly. But a good one to be on. Um, those of you who have like lived outside the country and all that, y'all know what I mean. Not everything goes as expected, but I mean that's life though. you know, Honestly, that's just life. And yeah. And so today, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram or whatever, but I went to this super dope cafe. Um, I was trying to edit a video, but the whole time I just spent fucking trying to clean up computer space and stuff because I have a ton of apps on my computer. So I was trying to mix up a nice video for 300 days here in Paraguay. M Junior H. Hi, hello. How you doing, my friend? If you guys are just joining, I'm here in San Lorenzo. Oh yeah, you did see that. Nice. Yeah, the Lycée de France. De France. I'm probably I'm probably messing that up. Simon needs to tell me how to pronounce that. Poppy slow. Hello. What's up? How you guys doing? It's a beautiful night. As long as the mosquitoes don't bite me, I'll stay out here. Um, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, things are good, man. My car is working again. Uh, it's a beautiful night out here. Um, the moon is already passed. Usually the moon's like right behind me. Um, yeah. Hey, you guys, just an Instagram tip. Yeah, it's not that impressive tonight, but sometimes the moon is literally like right up here, and it's super fantastic. And you can see it like come up right when the sun goes down, all the way till usually about this time. Um, but it's beautiful in here in Paraguay. That's actually one of the first things. This is my first time in my life that I didn't have to experience a full Wisconsin winter. The only times I've ever got to escape a Wisconsin winter has been max for 1 month, but then you have to go right back to it. So this is the first time my whole life that I was able to escape like a full fucking fledged winter, which is super cool, man. Because those Wisconsin winters, if you guys are Canadian, you guys know too. They're ruthless. um, and that's one of the things that in the fall time that just be like like haunting us. Like damn, like we know we have to we have to go through a winter here. Do I smoke cigars? I do not, but I'm not against trying trying some cigars. Yeah, if you guys bring some down, I'll smoke one with you. I'll puff one. I know you don't really smoke them. You just puff them. But yeah. Lucas Weather. I hate Trump. Canada is awesome. Yeah, I assume you're Canadian or you're an American wine and moved to Canada. I'm not gonna get into politics. Y'all are ruthless. I was just talking about winter. Yeah, man, I know. America's not on a good footing on the world stage right now. But yeah, I rarely think about politics too much unless it oh, you're South Georgia American. Okay. Yeah. No, yeah, I don't know. I don't bring up politics too much anymore unless there's something I really think is relevant to the travel space or something I'm super passionate about because people are all over the place. But I will say though, now there's general consensus about certain things that affects us foreigners abroad or us expats. I mean, whatever you want to call us. but uh, but yeah, man, Georgia, it's hot down there. Yeah, yeah, you guys are reaching summertime. We're reaching our winter. Our winter. It's hardly a winter here. Just gets a little bit colder. But but yeah. Hey, no, no, no. The dog's gonna go fucking bark at somebody. Then I have to call him back. God damn it. Anyways, but yeah, man, I don't know. Like what have I learned of being abroad? I learned that I learned a lot of stuff. Duh, just kidding. I haven't learned a fucking thing. Nah. Um, man, what have I learned for real? I guess that like I don't know, man. The biggest thing I learned is that there's so many things that can be unexpected. For real, there's so many things uh that can go wrong, like logistical stuff, but also relationship stuff. But this is also I'm in a odd position too because I have my family here, so it's not like it's a that foreign of a country for me because I get to like hang out with family and stuff, you know. But it's still a hell of an experience. Yeah. So Lucas Weather says, but it's hard being extremely liberal down in Georgia. Man, I bet. Where am I at? I'm in San Lorenzo, Paraguay. Crazy investor. I learned Tinder and Bumble chicks are crazy. Better to meet girls in the bars, boliches. Yeah, I would agree. Right. Um. All right. See you later, Lucas. Thanks for joining. Hope you subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And then hop on the next lives. Yeah, I would agree. And well, I would agree more in a Paraguay because girls go out with groups more. Usually in America, it's like usually like groups of two, right? But here it's a little bit more wholesome. I'm not gonna say it's like fully wholesome because it's a bar is still a bar, a club is still a club, but it's certainly better than online dating. I'll give you that for sure. Um, and there's more dancing going on. Yeah, there's the reggaeton grinding and shit and all that, but there's also like more real dancing too, like cumbia and other stuff. So yeah, I would agree. I would agree there. But yeah, fucking, I don't know, man. 300 days is a long time, and I was getting homesick. Like I was getting homesick around like 3 to 4 months in, but not too bad. Like kind of just like damn, like kind of in shock a little bit. I would say like damn, I'm really doing this. but but like recently, I had like another round of like home feeling homesick and stuff. Just because I didn't know where my life was heading. Like if I were gonna have to go back or stay or whatever. Now I'm staying, right? At least what I can see in the foreseeable future, right? Um, and yeah, so yeah, I mean, life is good, man. And I fucked up with plenty of girls. All right. I've only had one legit girlfriend down here, and that hardly lasted at all. uh, I think I'm honestly just way more, or I mean, way less of a pushover than I used to be in the past. In America, and it's kind of crazy, right? Because like when I was a younger man, I wasn't a pushover for shit. But then once I got in a relationship, I started simping and then just completely lost myself. So I had to like relearn how to be like how to stand on my 2 feet, like when you're with a woman, right? And they're not gonna like it all the time, and you may start rooting some of them out. The thing is, it don't matter as long as you're here for the long run. It don't matter. There's gonna be more and more and more. You know, like I just went to the fucking mall and I just was at the cafe for like probably a couple hours, and then I did some shopping in the mall after that. I got some groceries. Number one, I got groceries for the week. It came out to be like less than $50. Just an FYI, like pretty basic stuff, even if started getting more meats and stuff, I got some meat, but even if I were to get more, it'd probably be 60, $65. So you could easily keep your grocery bills pretty fucking low here. Um, Even lower than that, uh, if you needed to. But anyways, so yeah, man, and at the supermarket, it was just like baddie after baddie after baddie after baddie. Like it was so fucking. It was. There were beautiful women everywhere in Shopping Pinedo, for real. Ellen, Ellen. Okay. Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, you hit me up via email. Or Eileen. My bad. I should pronounce your name right. Congrats on 300 days. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Yeah, yeah. It's been a hell of a ride, Mr. Edward. So it's hard to find good women in Asuncion. Depends where you're looking. Kind of like we were just talking about. What crazy investor just said. Um, like yeah, online ain't the best. Like you're gonna have to go through. Well, you're gonna have to sort them out anyways. And there's becoming more and more flakiness these days too, because the whole world has access to the internet. So the same shit that's going on in the West is happening here. You know what I mean? With the whole like women have access to thousands of guys that they can just swipe through. So it is better to meet girls in person, right? So here I actually want to give you guys an example. So when we went out with me and Aaron and Simon and Aaron's dad and my sister and my niece, super fun time, right? And hey, calm down, calm down. He's just overhyped. Anyways, so anyway, we went out to the club, right? And we were talking to multiple groups of people and stuff. Um, and at the towards the end, there was a group with like some really fine like older women, right? Like probably like late 30s, older than myself and stuff. But damn, they were fine. Like holy shit. And anyway, so I didn't get anybody's Instagram that night, right? Because I was technically still seeing somebody, and I guess I was trying to behave as well as I possibly could have. But no, I wasn't getting nobody Instagram that night, but Aaron was, and then actually the next week, me and my girl end up breaking up, right? And then I go back to the club, not too long later, and I just go by myself, right? Because it's just right next to the food park. So I go to the club and the server knows me and whatever. And then this girl comes over and she's like, "You're Ryan, right?" I was like, "Yeah." And then like I didn't recognize her, right? But I was like, "Damn, you fine?" And she was like, "Oh, you didn't give me your Instagram last time." I was like, and then she like took my phone immediately and like put her Instagram in, and it was awesome, man. So like even if you go places and like you're in a group and you have good vibes and stuff, that kind of thing can happen. You know what I mean? Like everything's Instagram these days. It's like go to Instagram or when it's almost synonymous with asking for their number, almost, kind of. And then there's transparency. They can see a little bit about your life and stuff. You know, see you're not a fugitive on the run or some shit like that. No, but anyways, I don't know. It was a cool thing, man. She's fine as hell. She's older, but I don't give a fuck. You know, she's fun. Uh, maybe we'll step out, but I'm also talking to a different girl though too. Actually, I'm talking to like a couple girls to be completely honest, man. But I guess to go back, Constantine, Konstantin Smirnov. Hey, congrats, mate. Hey, thanks, man. Congrats, congrats. Uh, is it hard to find good women in Asuncion? It's much easier than the West, but you're gonna have to date quite a few to find a decent one that you actually want to make your girlfriend. Um, there's nothing groundbreaking about when I say that, but it is the truth though. And the thing is that like the prettiest of the prettiest of the prettiest, there's usually something wrong with them. Not always, not always, but uh, very often. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah. And I've been lucky to date some of them temporarily, like some very, very beautiful ones. A lot of us guys have who are down here in Paraguay, but usually you want to find like how do I say this? You want to find like that cute, pretty girl. You know, like if you go straight for the straight baddies, dude, there's usually going to be something wrong with them, or they're going to be have a super inflated ego, maybe entitled. You know what I mean? Kind of like America, it's getting a little bit worse year by year here that I've seen play out. All that being said, it's still better. It's still better than America and the entire West. Um, and it's not just me saying that; there's other expats as well. Okay, yeah. Fausto Montiel. Are you seeing a wave of digital nomads in Paraguay? Um, uh, yes, I am. But the thing is, I just don't know the true numbers, right? Like the thing is, a lot of people let me know because they'll hit me up or they'll be like, "Hey Ryan, I'm coming to Asuncion for a while. Maybe we can get something to drink or whatever or to eat." So yeah, what I've seen on a personal level, yeah, there's more and more and more. Paraguay's is coming up for sure. I wouldn't say that there's like it's certainly not a Colombia, but the thing is, what was happening around Latin America is a lot of Latin American countries, like Brazil, for example, are making it harder for Americans to go. So they're looking into places like Paraguay, you know, which helps me and my channel and my business and all this stuff, right? But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I would say yes. There's certainly more than there was a year ago, and even that year was more than the year before. So it's starting. It's starting. Mr. Edward, the baddies are for fun, nothing else. Yeah, man. So I was so, the truly most beautiful women, like that you can tell are like good. They're usually married. I'm just being completely honest. Like they're usually married. Like I was just seeing a couple, right? Outside of fucking when I was driving around, and then I stopped for a second, and god damn, the most gorgeous, beautiful woman, man. I was just like not like insanely like curvy, but just really like like you know what I mean? And just extremely cute, like beautiful cute, right? And I was just like, yeah, man, these are the kinds of women that like most guys want. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, yeah. I'm explaining myself like shit today, but anyways, uh, okay. Here, Mr. Edward says, also, I've seen a few videos uh from foreigners in Asuncion, but not like Brazil, DR, Thailand, or Vietnam. Are you just talking about numbers, Mr. Edward? Hey, no, you stay. Hey, stay. He's gonna go fuck around with that other dog. Anyways, or if he sees a cat, he's gonna start. Hey, no, come here. Anyways, um, that's what happens when I go live outside. But my dog deserves to be outside, man. I've been away for a little bit. Anyways, yeah, you mean like the numbers that are in Brazil, DR, Thailand, and Vietnam? Yeah, there's not that many foreigners because most foreigners are vacationers. Most foreigners, if I'm just gonna be honest, on vacation they look for quick thrills, right? So it takes a long fucking time to get to Paraguay. It's very expensive to get to Paraguay, and we're a much more conservative society. So you can have fun, and there are thrills, but they're not as quick as other places. So that weeds out a lot of people. I won't say that it doesn't exist at all here. It does a little bit, but it's certainly not like the countries that you just named off. Yeah, Fausto, do the girls like money? All women like money. It is true, man. Like it is true, dude. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, money doesn't mean anything because it certainly does. And sometimes it's shit gets annoying too. Like anyways, I had a girl try to come back in my life, right? And I stupidly engaged, and she said like, I need help, and I'm like, okay, well, so do I. Like not financially, but I mean like I need like the pretty much I explained, the only way you're ever getting help is if you're my fucking girlfriend and if like we are heading in a good right direction for you to be like my wife one day. That's the only way. You know what I mean? Um but we're not doing this fucking backwards ass shit where like oh let me just simp and just give you shit for no fucking reason and then maybe you'll come around. Like that's some whack ass shit, dude. And you got to weed them out, dude. Like there are some. It's a little bit more direct here for sure. Uh, but there are some who are kind of manipulative. So like, what do I mean by that? Like, so for example, if you guys don't know, girls here will literally tell you that they're caring. They'll literally be like, "I'm super cariñosa." They'll literally say it. Like, when's the last time an American girl has been like, "I'm on a first date"? Like, by the way, I want you to know that I'm a really caring person. Now, the thing is, they might be or they might not be. That's where you gotta time will tell. That's where their actions will tell and time will tell. Um, but they're so forward about that, and I think it's really refreshing because they're really saying is, "I'm a good person. I'm worth it." Right? My character. Now, whether it's the truth or not, like I said, time will tell. But it's so different than the West, where like you will never, ever hear the equivalent on a first date, like a girl telling you, "Oh, by the way, I'm a super caring, good natured, family oriented woman." You will like there's like a 0.001 fucking chance of that happening on a first date in the West. You know what I mean? um Yeah, and another thing actually about women too that I hate double standards. I hate that like with me, and this happens to other guys too. Is like they want to skip the girlfriend boyfriend shit, and they want to like jump immediately to like Mr. Edward just say like you either helping them in some fucking way, or they want to live with you, or they just want to advance incredibly fucking fast. And they're like, and I straight up tell them, I'm like, look, if I were a local, grew up here, I was like, okay, I know that this shit plays out slower. you know, I'm not gonna say that it plays out extremely slow because relationships move really fast here in Latin America, but in Paraguay in particular. But the thing is like you need the time to actually be with the woman, to actually understand what kind of woman she is, right? Time and actions will tell. They can say all fucking day is, that I don't care about your money or I don't care about um this or that. But like I said, time will tell. um and a lot of guys jump. They jump on some of the first most beautiful women. And I get it, dude. I have too. I understand because let's just be honest, dude. A lot of us were so dry, or it's so much harder for us to land an incredibly beautiful woman. And there's just less, if we're gonna be honest, incredibly beautiful women in the States than there are here. But so then when you're in a position to be with one and you're like, damn, dude, she's got it all. you know? Um, you are quick to jump, right? Like, damn, she got the body, she got the beautiful face, fucking A, she takes care of herself. Like, she's gonna be over here probably cooking and cleaning and shit. Like, it's really, really easy to just like be like, okay, let's go for it, right? And now at the same time, you as a guy, god damn it, this turns always into dating. It's okay. At the same time though, um, what the damn it, what the fuck was my point? Oh yeah. At the same time, you really gotta to hold it down as a man. Like, what do I mean? Like, don't go down the simping route, right? If you decide on something, make sure that you're doing that thing, or like you're not completely folding to whatever a girl might want to do, where she wants to go. Just fucking with your time. It's not on your schedule. Like, nah, man. Because the thing is, a lot of these girls do have a lot more time on their hands because it's not as insane of a work culture as it is in America. Uh, a lot of ladies aren't working like 50, 60 hour weeks like they are in America. So they do have more time, but they have more time to like uh, kind of try to like pull you along, right? So just hold your frame. That's what I'm trying to fucking say in a lot of words. Just like hold your frame, and you'll be better off for sure. Okay, creating adventure set is a law of nature. Pretty much, man. It's resources. At the end of the day, it's like fucking yeah, resources, dude. And you know what's funny about that is like I saw this woke ass conversation, right? And I was like, I was just like, I forgot who the fuck said it, but they were like, men and women are both providers, and I was like, I mean, yeah, technically, maybe because the economy makes us like, but it's not because most want to be. You know what I mean? Especially here in Paraguay, you don't even have to have that conversation. It's like pretty much, even a lot of the career girls here. Oh man, if they met the right dude, they wouldn't give a fuck about their career too much. Like maybe they might want to do a little bit of like part time, have their little business or something, but they won't want to put in fucking 40 to 60 to 70 fucking hours of their life every fucking week to that. No fucking way. They'd much rather be taken care of, for sure. Um, yeah, Fausto, that's true. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Edwards said, like Paraguay is not as popular as these other countries. Even if people are moving there, it's not that much. What do you mean? Money wise? Okay. Like, not that much people. Okay, okay. Constantine, do you have any advices for being safe in Asuncion? Uh, maybe specific district, or is having a dog looks reasonable there? Yeah, having a dog is good. I have my dog. He's just a big old fucking soft teddy bear and shit. But he's scary looking, I guess. But yeah, having a dog certainly helps. Just stay away from the historic downtown at nighttime, because that's closest to the sun. During the day, you should be fine, but don't wander too much even during the day. Just like try to get to your destinations and stuff. If you're in if you're in historic downtown, you're mostly going to be on Calle Palma. It's like where the government buildings, some of the plazas are that have concerts. A beautiful street with old restaurants and some hotels and the Guarani Hotel, and otherwise, you're mostly probably going to be in the new downtown, and the new downtown is much nicer. You're gonna hardly deal with the fucking thing. There's a lot of police presence. You know, I actually live more among the people than most people do, and I don't give a fuck. My policy is be well known in your community, or at least like adjacent neighbors and stuff, and they'll look out for you. You know, I know a lot of people won't agree with me when I say that because they're always skeptical, right? But no, I say hi to my neighbors. You know, I wave to them and stuff when I go to and from my house, and even having that recognition, they're more likely to look out for you, right? Um, and I'm totally the American on the block. It's fucking obvious, like especially when I go around with my fucking camera and film and talking English and shit. But I don't care though. You know, but yeah, but there are like where I live, we call them chespies. If you guys know what that is, like pretty much like homeless who come around and like pick up the bottles and like sell the plastic bottles and stuff or whatever later. They're mostly harmless, but some of them are drug addicts. But like that's when you're like really out late at night and you shouldn't be walking around here anywhere, even though I have. And if it's not them, sometimes it's the street dogs, right? So I've taken more chances than your average fucking person does. Also, it really depends block to block, street to street, neighborhood to neighborhood. So there's no way I can just tell you all of Asuncion Metro. This is a big metropolis, so like that's why it starts helping to talk to locals, right? Like where should I stay away from? What time is good? What time is not, etc. And they'll let you know for sure. Okay, Mr. Edward, a girl from Asuncion asked me for money because she's trying to rent an apartment, and the conversation ended there. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, they'll want you to be the fucking solution to all their fucking problems, dude. And it's fuckery, dude. Especially single mothers. Especially single mothers. And some of them can be fine. Actually, a lot of them are fine as hell. But a lot of them, yeah, man, they forget, dude. Or like I said, they have double standards for us. They wouldn't expect all that shit from a local, unless he's like a fucking I don't know, soccer player millionaire or some shit. But most guys don't make hardly nothing. Most guys have to depend completely on their character down here. Um, a good thing, at least for guys down here, is having good character actually goes a long way, right? Um, you know what I mean? And it's not just like your fucking job title and your goddamn salary and shit. And what institution you went to college in and all that stupid shit and like it lives in the fucking states and well my mom and dad like him did he go to the right college and is he from the right area and all this shit like nah bro like you know if you're a westerner like there's a good chance you're just going to be accepted off the bat pretty much um at least like from the family and stuff as long as you're a good guy don't be a complete piece of shit but anyways yeah all right anybody who's on here let's get these likes up if you guys haven't liked it please let's get these likes up yeah man but I don't know going back to beyond girls well I guess the last thing I'll say about girls is I've learned the hard way like pretty much every fucking time I've learned the hard way. Um, but I also talk to locals what they think about a lot of the girls, and they'll say a lot of the same shit. They'll be like, "Yeah, there's more and more, especially the younger ones, and because they're on social media more, they're a little bit more entitled than even some of the older ones." Uh, other expats have said this around the world too. Like back in the day, you really did want to look for that, like I guess, golden age of like 20 to like 23, 24 to maybe like marry at that age, but a lot of them are mind warped and shit because of fucking their Instagram babies and shit. And not all of them, but that's where it really depends if they're one from a good family, two self aware, three not delusional, and four not just fucking straight resource gold diggers. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, Mr. Edward, will you tell us about your breakup so we can learn from you? Yeah, I've talked openly about my breakup, not in super detail. Yeah, so I had a girl back a little bit before Valentine's Day, and it lasted like I don't know, fucking like around 2 months from like the beginning to the end, right? And s- there's just some things at towards the end. Um, I was starting to go down the line where we could start mixing our lives a little bit more. Like she can come over more, that kind of thing. But I needed her to understand a few things. You know what I mean? And so, how do I talk about this without like saying everything? Um, so for example, I wanted her to like take care of my dog and stuff when I was gonna start traveling a little bit more to film and all this stuff, which means that I was gonna trust her quite a bit, a lot. You know what I mean? And then she said something when she got mad about I wanna, or fuck it, I'll just say it. Like when she got mad and she did this like twice over. She's like I'm just gonna give you your keys back. I'm like, well, I thought we established that we're gonna be serious, something serious, so that like you can look after my dog when I'm not here, kind of thing, right? To me, that's a threat. To me, that's like when girls start saying shit that like any sort of way of like I'm gonna leave. To me, that's a threat. So I told her, don't do that again. If you do that again, I'm gonna break off the relationship. And that's exactly what happened. There's some other things that happened too, and she said some insult stuff to me, and I responded back. I didn't insult her like in a petty ways, like she did, but I insulted her like in the way of how truthful I was about certain things about our lives, and that didn't go over well. And so, you know, for the short amount of time when we had good moments, it was really, really good, right? But I could just tell that no, this is going to be full of arguments going forward. You're not respecting what this is. Honestly, yeah, I didn't think that she was that smart to just fucking opt out of a relationship that could be really good for her, to be completely honest. And I might have said something along those lines. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, I completely sealed the grave. Let's just put it that way. Um, I poured cement over the fucking coffin, pretty much with some certain things. And again, I didn't. And another reason why I don't insult girls, like call them like the B word, the C word, or any kind of equivalent like that, is number one. I am trying to be better. Maybe I did that a little bit in my early 20s and stuff when I would get really fucking petty right back. But now I definitely try not to, and not only that, but I am starting to become a little bit more of a public figure, so they could screenshot this shit and tell everybody how terrible of a guy I am, and all this shit. And I'm like, to avoid any kind of crazy shit like that, let's just not do that. So I'll just be honest, overly honest with them, and even that won't go well. Uh, but like at the beginning, some of them they really like it, and it throws them off sometimes because there's a certain saying in Spanish, and I guess it's the same in English, but pretty lies, right? Like as long as if you lie and it sounds good, they'll just deal with it, even though it's very obvious that like you're lying, right? But I don't even do that, right? Like Pretty Little Lies, I'll just say it straight up, you know. Anyways, yeah. Fausto said, "Bro, I'm from Argentina, and I might go to Paraguay at the end of the year. We should grab some beers." Nice, for sure. What do you mean the end of the year? Like towards December? Yeah, I don't got a. You saw my ex on Tinder swipe left. Yeah, no, she's on there. I saw her too again, and I said, yeah, I said some any things too. Yeah, and actually what's funny about that too. I'm just gonna keep it honest, but I saw my other ex, right, and like she knows, she knows that like there's a good chance that like people recognize me and her a little bit because it's kind of a highly viewed, a more highly viewed video. Again, I didn't try to be like that. Like when I did that, Okay, let's back up in time a little bit. um, so yeah, and she's pretty. Uh, yeah, how did you know her, dude? She has a very distinctive look. She's very easy to pick out. um, well, actually, here I'll say something else about the Tinder shit when you saw her on Tinder. Cause yeah, she's certainly on Tinder, and you know what really pissed me off is that she has a photo of the night that we went out. Guess where she got ready? Right here. You know what I mean? And that's her first fucking photo on Tinder. It's the dress that she was in literally when we went out, when I went live and all that shit. And I was like, wow. I was like, you are incredible. Just like your brazenness, right? I was like, wow, you know. Um, yeah. She's a crazy one. For real. She is, and believe me, she's incredibly disrespectful too. She can be. Even when I've kept things as nice as I possibly could have. Anyways, um, yeah, Mr. Edward, I feel like you have no tolerance for bullshit. You're a solid man. Kudos. Yeah, dude, it hurts me sometimes in the short run, right? I'm like, fuck. Now I don't have a girlfriend anymore, or no, like, fuck. I worked so hard to like hold on or like manage this fucking shit for a while here. I was like, yeah, nah, you know. Because the thing is, like, I caved a lot with my relationship in the U.S. and like I can't even go down that line of repeating that stuff because I'll just completely lose myself. You know what I mean? And even this fucking channel, you guys, like, I love this channel. You know, I'm one of the few people who goes live and just talks honestly about stuff. Um, but this channel took a lot even to get to where I'm at. So, uh, you know, if I'm absent off my channel, and it's not going to be because of a girl. It's going to be because like right now, these last few weeks, I've been having a heavier workload because I started a virtual 9 to 5, you know, and that's really why. But then I train, or you know, I go over stuff at night too. And it's a lot to like be on the computer. It's way easier for me to go live like this, but it's a lot for me to like go back in and like edit videos and make thumbnails for hours and hours and hours. I actually wanted to try to do that today, but I had to just clean up my fucking computer from all the fucking um all those like heavy video editing files that I just like needed to delete and stuff so I can have space to actually make more fucking videos going forward. Anyways, not trying to make excuses. I'm just saying like anything that goes wrong in my life going forward, I can't have it be over a girl. Right? Because I've been down that line too many fucking times. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. You guys, I'm getting messages on the top of the screen like, "Hey Ryan, how's it going, Ryan?" I got a message just from my friend's dad back in he's in Mexico, right? But like I have quite a few people that reach out to me, like you guys, but also like people from the past, um, and people like in the states because they realize I'm not coming back. You know what I mean? So yeah. Um, yeah. Okay. Crazy investor swipe left. Yeah, I bet you though. I bet you if you didn't know who she was, you probably would have swiped right because she's really pretty, man. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, yeah. You see her on the live streams. Yeah, man. I did go live with her quite a bit. Well, not too much, but a little bit here and there. Um, yeah. Dude, fucking women, bro. It's on a serious note though, it can be really women can really be a man's downfall. I've seen it so many times over. And I also I've seen like so many guys be with the wrong women and they'll just continue being with the wrong woman for fucking ever. You know, and I was that guy too. Believe me, I was that guy too. Um and a lot of times a lot of times if you're a decent enough guy, even if you make some mistakes here and there, they're gonna regret it. Because I think I've told this story. I'll just tell it one last time. Okay, we're keeping on this topic. But my ex in the States of 8 years, right? She called me, right? Fuck it, I don't even care anymore. She called me back in fucking October, some shit like that. I was already like 5, 6 months here in Paraguay or something like that. And she told me the craziest fucking story of my goddamn life, dude. Like the dude that she was seeing, bro, had a whole fucking another life. You know, without getting into too much detail, that's pretty much all I can say. But I mean, she was uh, she was a wreck, an absolute motherfucking nightmare of a wreck. And she calls this actually, this is a good litmus test to see if girls really truly hate you or not after you stop working out. Do they follow you and do they feel comfortable enough to call you? And usually, for some weird reason, they find a lot of solace, or I think that's the right word, comfort in talking to you, even though you're technically the ex as well, right? And she called me, she told me about all this shit, and then I was just like, Jesus Christ, I tried to tell you, like, warn you, like how the world is right now, and shit ain't fucking cute like it used to be in our fucking early 20s. And it was kind of sad, but at the same time, I remembered the year and a half that I was just like, I guess I had a couple flings, but like I was just so fucking just work, sleep, fucking cook, clean, fucking work, sleep, cook, clean until I came to Paraguay, right? And then on my residency trip, I met the girl here, and that didn't fucking work. Then when I tried to come, or then when I came here, I tried to make it work. It wasn't gonna work. She's super selfish ass bitch. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, she was, uh, and still is, right? I'm not gonna lie, I've seen her a couple times, but she ain't going nowhere. Um, but yeah, man, and yeah, a lot of them regret it. A lot of them. If you're a decent enough guy, there's a very, very, very good chance that they start regretting stuff, especially if a lot of time has passed. Like, I mean, like if you've been with the woman for a while and she realizes, damn, I tried to, oh, what do they say? I tried to monkey branch off and that fucking branch broke. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, yeah, you swung on the wrong branch there. Shit, there's honestly, there's way more details to that story that I can't tell because I promise I wouldn't tell. But holy shit, dude, it was wild, wild. And yeah, man, that whole situation was insane. You know, absolutely insane. But hey, the fuck am I gonna do about it? Anyways, so yeah, man. Um, I don't know, dude. You know, I don't agree with running from people or situations, right? But because of the nature of what I did moving to Paraguay, I literally distanced myself from my ex for fucking 7,000 miles away. I'm like on the opposite end of the earth. You know what I mean? At least in this hemisphere, right? But I mean, like, so many guys they'll go to the same bars that they met their ex at, hang with the same crowds, same places, and you go fucking nuts, dude. Like you gotta like make changes, level up, do all that stuff. And a lot of times, it may hurt as a guy in the short run because that if your girl is even halfway decent, good looking enough, all she has to do is fucking throw on a pretty dress and go to a bar, and then guys and fucking simps will fucking hound her, you know? So, you know, uh, when she tried to, so, okay, the last thing I'll say about all that, she tried to come at me and be like, "You were bad," and all this crazy shit. I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, I didn't do nothing like that, not even fucking close." And I tried to remind her that like how much it devastated me in the short run, like our breakup in the states. You know, like like how much it hurt to be like fucking alone for that period of time. You know, so when she tried to come at me with, "Oh, this hurts so fucking much," I was like, hmm, what's that called? Karma? You know what I mean? Maybe in a different way, but goddamn, you know. But anyways, okay. Thanks for switching it up, Mr. Edward. Any travel plans outside of Paraguay? Eventually, eventually. Um, yeah, and well, yeah, there will be. South America first. So Argentina, Brazil, those will be first. I think I have more of a desire to see some places in Brazil, to be completely honest. There's a lot of places in Paraguay I still want to see though myself. Uh, and yeah, a lot of girls will actually say that like there's a lot of places that they want to see within Paraguay too themselves because they have a great love for the country. Yeah, the thing is, you can go to Brazil to the beach and stuff on the bus, and it's a fun time, but it's hectic and it's a long trip to get out to Brazil. Like by plane, it's a lot easier, but I think even to get to Rio, you still have to go through Sao Paulo, which isn't like fun because Sao Paulo is like not a fucking airport that you want to just be fucking around in. but honestly, a bigger besides Latin America, I really want to get to Southeast Asia, man. Low cost, similar vibes, not the same culture, obviously, or even the same languages, but Philippines and Vietnam and maybe Thailand. I don't know, but eventually, yeah, I would love to get to Southeast Asia, especially the Philippines. I think because they're very much Catholic, and I think I could really vibe with people out there because I totally understand like Catholic countries, um, and their mindset, and then the patience that you need to have if you're like serious dating and that kind of stuff. Not that I plan on marrying a Filipina or anything, but hell, they are fine though. So, anyways, Mr. Edwards says I have China on mine, then Paraguay. Okay, only by the end of the year. Okay, yeah, I've done Thailand and Vietnam already. Yeah, Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get to bed soon. Yeah, Vietnam. Uh, I've heard good things. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I don't spend hours and hours researching this stuff because I already am overseas, and I'm kind of where I want to be, to be honest. Uh, that's why, like, yeah, world travel does appeal to me, and even getting to Europe for that matter, because everything's so close once you get there. It does, but at the same time, like I said, I like being here. So it'll happen when it happens. I just don't have a set timeline quite yet. There are other things that are a little bit more important, like want to get a house in the next couple of years, and I'll do travel in between that because I'm not just staying. I'm not just staying like only in Paraguay. Well, actually, in fact, something that is going to happen this year is I'm gonna probably meet my parents in either Panama or Mexico. Most likely Panama though. So actually, that's the most likely thing that's gonna happen first. Because I don't think they're gonna come all the way down to Paraguay, but I'll probably meet them in Panama, and that'll be a cool trip, for sure. Probably for a week or so, and that'll probably be in like October, I think. Like 6 months. Well, yeah, like 6 months maybe from now, something like that. We'll see. But yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna wrap this up soon so I can go to bed. But no, go away. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Uh, I mean, not pretty much it. Eventually, I'm gonna see the world. Really, truly, I'm gonna hit every continent except for Antarctica, and I'm gonna see the world. And I'm gonna take this. Yeah, I'm gonna take this channel worldwide for sure. It's just gonna take a little while, right? And honestly, because I took this move super serious and I have my dog, I also have to see who's gonna take care of my dog, which was a big, nice reason why I thought I was gonna have a girlfriend. Then that just solved that answer, right? Like, hey, want to stay in my place and take care of my dog? I'll make sure you're good to go. You know what I mean? But now, yeah, it's a little bit more complicated. But he's a good dog. He's easy to take care of. He's just a little bit. He wants to play like 24/7, but besides that, he's easy to deal with. He's a big old fucking bear, right? Anyways, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna certainly take this channel other places around the world. Even though it is, I'm not gonna change the name either, though. But at least I don't think so. No, I'm not. My logo is already set. People love my logo. Yeah, actually, a real note about my logo. That's the first, like, I guess maybe not the very first, but the first time I really started playing around with design, graphic design, and I think my logo is killer. Like, it's not completely 100% like there's some like certain internal graphics that I use, but I put them together, and my logo is killer, man. Like people recognize my logo like on like all platforms and stuff, and yeah, I've made other people logos too, by the way. If you guys want help with that, those are fun projects for me. I don't charge much. I'll charge, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks, depending on how long it takes, like an hour, hour and a half, whatever. I also do YouTube thumbnails too. If you guys have channels, like Simon in Paraguay's, I did his logo and his thumbnails, and they really stick out. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram or email if that interests you guys. Like for your, like some of your first thumbnails for your channels and stuff. Don't do no AI shit. Everybody can tell what the fuck AI is, you know? Like all my shit's original as fuck, down to my emoji that I put on some of my videos. Um like I can literally design your emojis. If you just send me two pictures of yourself, I could just do it for you and have it look better than AI could. Um yeah, actually that's another real thing I'll touch on too before I wrap this up. I've learned a lot about video editing and graphic design, and soon website creation, probably. We'll see, or at least navigating, at least managing website, whether I'm the first creator or not. Um, but like that'll be something too that I'll learn down the line here. But yeah, I don't know, man. I learned a lot. I've gotten a lot better at Spanish too, you know. So that's really helped me. I had a little, even though I had a really solid base in Spanish, I had some nervous moments too when I came down here, right? Because I don't ever fuck with translation apps, you know, even from forever ago. I never have, right? I've always just, if you fail, you fail. Try your best to communicate and understand people. If you can't, then you can't, uh, because you're gonna learn the slowest if you completely depend on translation apps all the time. You know, it's a very simple concept, but it's true. Um, and yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've kind of learned a lot about myself too, I guess, like without getting fucking lame about it. But it's true though. I have learned a lot about myself. Like, damn, dude. Like I can be a world away and still figure out a lot of things, down to paying bills, where to do stuff. Like I haven't had a fucking dryer for a year, so like, and believe me, that like when it starts to rain, like luckily I have a roof in the back that's over my clothesline, but a lot of people don't even have that. So like I have to take in the weather into consideration when I do like laundry and stuff, so I don't run out in like pouring fucking rain. um, I don't have a dishwasher. That's something very not common down here. So like every fucking thing I'm washing by hand. I was a little bit spoiled in the States when it came to that kind of stuff, and life takes longer. And you learn to like enjoy some of those tasks. Like I actually enjoy hanging up laundry. I literally will put on music or I'll sing karaoke when I'm like fucking hanging up laundry or folding the laundry because I don't have a fucking dryer. I think like yeah, I could buy one, but for what, dude? It's like 100 fucking degrees here half of the year. The shit gets dry in 5 minutes sometimes. you know. Um, I don't know, man. I've also learned a lot about like the country itself, and the city itself. Like I can navigate a good amount of the city, not all of it, a good amount of the city without a map, especially like San Lorenzo. And again, not all of it, not every fucking back street or anything, but like because it's still a major metropolis. But I can navigate really well, um, depending, right? Um, yeah, and the thing is with me too is I talk to locals and my family a lot, right? So there's a lot of times where I'll know stuff before a lot of other people do. So that really helps me out when it comes to certain things, right? That I'm able to talk about or whatever, but and let you guys know about. Um, I don't know that helps me, man. When you actually talk to locals and people down here, and you make friends. Like I got really good friends now who are locals too, and uh, you can find out so much more stuff when you talk to locals, and I have been. I call them off-camera interviews, right? But it's true. Like when you really start getting in good, even my neighbors and stuff too. What's up, man? Jumping on sort of towards the end here, my man. I'm gonna wrap it up pretty soon here in a few minutes, but yeah, if you guys want to have any last things you want to ask me or say, let me know. But yeah, man, 300 days in Paraguay. It's been a hell of an adventure. That's for sure. And like getting my life set up down here. Um, done a lot of stuff good and some stuff wrong, but it's what I needed to do for sure. That's for fucking sure. um, and you know why I know that is because like if I would have stayed in the states, I would have done the same shit, and it wouldn't have got me anywhere, right? I would have been surviving. I wouldn't have been making connections, starting a channel, branching out, talking business deals with other people, etc. Um, so yeah, uh, this place is super special, just like you said. Crazy Investor, it's an amazing mega hidden gem. Yeah, yeah, man. This place like it gets you right again. And I'm not perfect, I go out and I drink and shit and or whatever the fuck, and I do all that stuff like here and there, and I fuck up with girls and probably talk to girls I shouldn't and and all that. But I mean, like on a mindset and god damn, I sound like a guru. But I don't know, man. On a deep level, this place can like change you for the better. And honestly, being in a healthy society where like people still talk to each other, I went even just to the fucking mall, and actually two malls today, and you wouldn't believe the healthy family and couples and young people and like just people everywhere. Like there wasn't one business that like didn't have people in it. Now in America, eh, no, you know, few and far in between. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Society, like people struggle here economically, but they make up for it for the way that they go about life and interact and like help one another and all that stuff. So yeah, man. I don't know, in the long run, I don't know, man. I don't know if I wanna live in Encarnacion. I'll see Anon Man if I do. But, I don't know. Encarnacion kinda really got my heart when I went there for a week. I was just pretty stunned out of my mind, dude. I might wanna just go back there for a week again, to be completely honest. Maybe even 2. If I can make that happen, maybe in the next couple of months. I do have one girl who can look after my dog. I sort of got into it with her a little bit. Not too bad. We're cool. Encarnacion is amazing. Don't tell anyone. I know, man. Dude, on a real, that'll be the last thing I say here. On a real note, I find myself a little bit, and I've said this before too. I find myself, uh, what's the word? Um, if I'm doing the right thing, right? Like if I'm bringing the right people, if the right people are connecting with me, if they vibe with me in Paraguay in general, like I don't want to be responsible for this like fucking the stupid expats. Do not gatekeep. In general, my policy is not to gatekeep. And in fact, other people want to gatekeep. In general, I don't. That's not my philosophy. But sometimes I do wonder. I do wonder if some like complete piece of shit's gonna be like here in Paraguay one day and be like, "Oh, I came here because I really like Ryan's channel" or some shit like that. I'm like, "Fuck," you know. There's been a couple crazies that followed me hardcore. I know the hot spots, and I'm gatekeeping. I'm gatekeeping. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, this whole country is good, like, really, truly, like, you can go to almost literally any certain city and then find a nice neighborhood in it. And so you, I mean, this whole country is it can be wonderful. You know, it's not like too. Guys Nacion always poo pooed our Encarnacion is boring, which is great. I don't want a bunch of guys here either. Dude, a lot of guys don't fucking have the patience to even go 5 hours to Encarnacion, and it's too. It doesn't have an airport either, so it keeps a lot of it keeps a lot of those guys away, right? Um, like if you go to if you're flying around to Asuncion, you could I don't know be on a rooftop restaurant within 30 minutes of landing from the airport. You know what I mean? Or some shit like that. Like in Encarnacion, you got to get there, get settled, explore a little bit, see where you're at, talk to some locals. At least that's what I do. Um, oh, actually, in Encarnacion, I did a lot of talking to locals. Like every single establishment I went to, I talked to all of them, and it was wonderful. And that's how I got to tell you guys about like when the hot seasons are and all that stuff. They were breaking it down to the fucking week about like when people are here and stuff, or when people go to Encarnacion and stuff. But yeah, I love the place. I think it's wonderful. I don't know if I would live there in the next 5 years, but maybe after 40, or in retirement. Like for me, when I talk about retirement, I talk about not like kicking my feet up and sipping a fucking mojito every day. I mean, like when I say retirement, and I'm actually a lot closer than I think I am. I will be my own boss, do everything I want to do, which is this channel. Keep doing lives, keep making money, keep doing consultations. Because to me, that's pretty effortless, right? Especially because I've been here a long time. To me, it's effortless, but for somebody else, it wouldn't be effortless, right? But that's what I love, 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 love to do. And I always wondered how the fuck can I be my own boss in this life, in this own world? Yeah, I guess I still have to answer to Google, right? Because Google sends me checks and stuff. But besides that, um, other things. If you guys don't know, I'm partnering with Vance for My Latin Life to do residency and stuff. I'll make an official announcement. But that's really retirement for me, and being able to travel wherever you want in the world. So a lot of people think retirement is like completely calling it quits, but for me, it's just doing what you love and doing what you want. Yeah, and having certain things paid off, like a house, right? But getting a house paid off here is much easier than it is in the states, and especially what I want to start out with, something small like this or smaller, like a duplex or a tinier house, even farther away from the city. I'm fine with that. A lot of people wouldn't be. A lot of people want their mansions. It's fine. That's cool. My philosophy is just get it paid off. Once it's paid off, you're on easy mode. As long as you doing your projects and all that kind of stuff. I won't go down that rabbit hole because everything always comes back to money and finances and investing and this and that, and it gets boring as shit when I talk about that all the time. But it's true though, you know. Anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Um, take care of yourselves, and I'm listening to some music. Hey, come here. I'm listening to some music. I'm gonna have some of my own thoughts, have a drink, and go to bed because I'm tired as hell. Oh, my neighbor's home. My neighbor's cool as hell. Anyways, love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are the real ones. Uh, this has been a fun journey, and my channel is the same like as it's always been. You know, so my channel is literally like my life, a representation of who I am, and all that stuff. You know, there's pretty much nothing that you guys don't know, besides some details. But besides that, man, I don't know. It's been a hell of a journey, a hell of a time. These last 300 days, and just gonna keep it going. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Peace out. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. um, Good night.